In Forsyth County, one of the biggest topics in the upcoming budget is how much money to give to the sheriff's office. Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough Jr. and Commission Chair Don Martin recently got into a tense exchange about spending and the possibility of a hiring freeze.
How do we do that? If I freeze hiring, that means we will be back in a position of a shortage in the jail, a shortage on the street.
So you being upset about getting a memo on freezing officer hiring for the rest of this fiscal year sort of sends that my blood pressure's through the roof over that, Sheriff. And you got to understand, we all have to manage our budgets.
Martin is mostly upset because the sheriff's office exceeded its overtime budget. Kimbrough blamed it on a number of calls deputies were responding to. It is not clear if a hiring freeze is actually on the table. Sheriff Bobby Kimbrough says the office is planning to hold a news conference on the upcoming budget today, saying he wants to provide some more information.
Dozens of people attended last night's Greensboro City Council meeting to share their opposition to the city manager's decision to hire Cameron Abzal as the new police chief. He is the current chief in Dayton, Ohio. Opponents say that County Manager Trey Davis didn't give people enough of a say near the end of that hiring process. They also say that Abzal isn't the right choice because he doesn't have ties to Greensboro.
So at a time when GPD retention is low, and as we heard, city employees' retentions are low, what are you saying to the Greensboro that you want to grow? What message are you sending to the talented people already here?
We need a police chief who understands compassion, accountability, humanity, and most importantly, understands Greensboro.
Davis is responsible for hiring police chiefs. He was at last night's meeting and talked directly to the folks who came up to speak and said the decision to hire Abzal was actually heavily influenced by community feedback.
During those sessions, we did hear what the community had to say very clearly. That Greensboro wanted a leader who could enhance safety, who could build trust, and who could modernize policing. That feedback directly informed the qualities that we prioritize. Chief
Davis says any kind of leadership change can lead to questions and concerns. He emphasized that Abzal will start meeting residents once he starts next month on the job.
It is now 7:05 on Tuesday. Guilford County Commissioners held the first of several town halls to talk about the upcoming decision on property taxes. A lot of folks talking about this. As a reminder, homeowners want commissioners to lower the tax rate to help offset recent property values that jump by an average of 40 to 45%. Commissioners have hinted they will lower the rate, but not enough to completely offset the increase.
My great-great-grandparents bought that as a farm. Last year it was tax valued at $59,000. If they go through with this, it goes to $131,000.
Several people shared their concerns with county commissioners at the first of several town halls.
A 60-year-old mobile home, 60 years old, on an acre lot that's got a mobile home across the street, it's got one behind it, it's got one on each side. It goes from $58,000 to $142,000.
If you're not happy with your assessment, you have until May 15th to file an appeal. Your chances of getting a lower reevaluation is actually pretty high. Historically, the county says half of the appeals are approved. There are 4 more budget town halls. The next one is tonight in Gibsonville. Commissioners will also make stops in High Point, Greensboro, and Colfax.
The Guilford County Planning Board is meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. The board's going to hold its regular meeting at the old Guilford County Courthouse. That's on West Market Street. Members will be taking public comment on all kinds of things like proposed changes. They'll be hearing evidence on items like special use permits, along with other county matters as well.